What's going on, world? AJ here, and welcome to AJ Tech. And today we're going to talk about the Task Bar and Task Manager. These are tools that you'll need to know when it comes to your computer. So, as always, get yourself a beverage, take some notes, or follow along with me as we learn about the Task Bar and Task Manager. As always, we'll start with our desktop, and what we'll need to do is introduce to you the taskbar, which simply, we don't have to go anywhere for this. You're already looking at it. It is this very bottom bar down here. That is called a taskbar. And as you can see, I'm working off of Windows 11. So if you have 10, it's basically going to be about the same thing, just probably slightly some differences in how it's structured. But I could probably make it look like the Windows 10 version with some modifications in the settings. So let's start from the beginning, from left to right. Down here, of course, you have some widgets, applications. Oh, look at all those widgets. Check that out. You got your weather, you got your photo of the day on this day, travel times, and news, and so much more. You just hover over that, and of course, you got your little weather right down here in the very bottom. Moving over, you got some wide open space right here. You can use that for some right-clicking action. We're not going to right-click yet. Let's keep going. First up is your Windows button or Start button, whatever you want to call it. You could just click on it. It says Start when I hover over it. So we'll call it the Start button. And you can click on it, or you can use the Win button or Windows icon button on your keyboard to open that up. We're just going to simply click on that and open that up here. There we go. As you can see, you got your pinned applications right here. You can search up here for anything you want to search for. Like I said, the search bar is your best friend. It is your best friend. I'll say it one more time. It is your best friend. Use it. You got your all apps right here. It's where you can click and see all the applications that are installed on your machine. Scroll through and see what's all here. We're not going to go through every one of these, but you can check out your own system right there and see what you have installed. So we're going to go back. You got the recommended applications that we last opened up. You can click more for that. You got your profile right here. And you have your power options as well to the right of that. Right over here. So you can click on power right here. You got your sign in options, sleep, shutdown, restart. Click on your profile here. You can change account settings, lock, sign out, or switch to another profile. DJ Frisk is on here. He's an experimental profile, so don't worry about that. All right, so we're going to click out of that, but you can also right-click on this as well. So if you right-click on your start panel, look at all these options. You have installed apps, mobility center, power options, event viewer. You got system, device manager, network connections, disk management, computer management, terminal admin, task manager, settings, file explorer, search, your run option, your shutdown or sign out, and desktop. So a lot of options right there to explore, but we're not going to go over all of these at all. We'll go over it another time in a different video. So we're going to go ahead and close that out. So just some things to think about here, but some key things I do want to point out. You do have your run here. You got your search, file explorers here, and of course your task manager, which we'll go into in just a little bit. Computer management and disk management are some cool key ideas to look at. And of course, network connections and device manager. We'll explore those in a different video to kind of showcase what those things do another time. Let's keep going here. We got our search box. Like I said, this search bar is your best friend. This is what I use. I use it all the time. I search for anything on here. Even if the icons are right here on my desktop, I'm going to use the search bar to find it still. That's just how I work. You got Microsoft Edge over here. You've got File Explorer down here as a pinned item. You got your Microsoft Store, your mail. I got Chrome Remote Desktop right here. I also have Office 365, OBS, and of course I got my OneNote open right here, which I basically have my notes in for anything IT related or tech related stuff. To if it's something I don't normally use, but I like to remember for later on, and I come across that issue and like, hey, what was it that I did? There it is. It's in my OneNote. So that's how I operate at work as well. OneNote is your best friend. Use it. I love OneNote. So if you go on the right hand side here, if you do the hidden icons tab here, you click on that. I have installed here PC Manager. This is a one-stop shop for cleaning up your PC. It's a great tool to go look up in the Microsoft Store. I downloaded it and it's so nice to have. I just click the button, cleans out my files. So it's really nice. Here you got, I got some updates available to download, so I'll take care of those later. Quick Notes, OneNote, OBS, Bluetooth. You got your Windows security. No actions required. Windows security is a cool thing. That's another video we'll probably need to dive into, is about Windows security. Did you know it has its own antivirus firewall systems? We'll talk about that another time. Of course, so keep going over here. OneDrive is what I use for my cloud server. Your microphone options, network, sound, and power, all right here. One thing, you click on it. You got your network availabilities, Bluetooth, not connected, airplane mode, you can switch over, accessibility, night, battery saver thing, you could adjust the brightness of your machine and sound, all right here. You got settings right here you can click on, takes you to your home settings. So you got all the settings options right here on the side, and of course home settings right here to mess around with your system a little bit more. So we'll close that out. And of course there's Copilot in Windows. It's there, Copilot. I actually use Copilot quite a bit at work. If I'm running into like some sort of tech issue that I'm not really too sure how to fix or work on, I'll use it. I'll use Copilot, and it usually is a pretty good resource to have. So it's great to use that as a tool. So with that being said, let's go into Task Manager. Actually, first, before we do that, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's do Task Manager. We're going to go ahead and open up Task Manager, and then we'll go to the taskbar settings. Task Manager. So as you can see, these are all the stuff that is running on your computer. You could simply just, click on, keeps moving. You could right click on it. You could do in task. You could expand. Usually this is where you go to in task. If something is like frozen and you can't click it off, Task Manager is usually the thing to go to take care of that, and just right click it into task. So that's how, if any programs are stalled or whatever, frozen. So for example, let me open up Command Prompt here just for kicks and giggles here. And it's going to open that up. So it's opened up. Let's just say I don't want it open no more. I'm going to click on it, right click, in task, shut down, closes this out, gone. There you go. So that's one way to get rid of programs. Performance. Now this is critical. This is awesome to have. This is going to show you how much resources your computer is utilizing from your CPU, your memory, disk space, Ethernet. I don't know why there's another Ethernet, and GPU, showing you how much it's using the resources. Memory is the one I definitely watch for. I'm running 16 gigabits of RAM, so I'm currently using 7.7 out of 15.9. So 48% of memory is being used on this machine. So you definitely want to make sure you check your memory. If things seems to be slow operating, you want to probably use this right here on your Task Manager and check the performance of your computer and see if there's anything you can do to regain that RAM back. And usually cleaning out files helps with that. I don't know why I closed that out. Reopen that. Let's reopen that Task Manager. We got a few other things just kind of go through. There's an app history here. It doesn't really show. Oh, there it is. So it kind of shows the history of what's been used. Startup apps. This is where you can enable or disable any apps that starts up when you first run your computer. Um, yeah. Then you got users right here. My user profile shows how much stuff is being used within that user. Details gives you a little bit more detailed information on what's going on. I don't really necessarily use any of these things down here. My two main ones that I use and focus upon is processes and performance. Those are really the biggest two items that I'm going to use when it comes to Task Manager, is those two items right there. So going to taskbar settings, the one that we want to look at here, this is your search bar right here, app options. So you can do search box, you can do search icon and label, search icon only, or you could just completely hide it and not have it there. But I like having it there, and I like having it fully there. So this way I like it. You could Copilot in Windows Preview, you could turn that on, turn it off. As you can see, it disappears off to the side right there. Honestly, just thinking about it right now, I don't really want it. I'm going to turn it off. Task view, it's off right now. If I turn it on, there it is. You could actually create multiple desktops actually with Windows 11 features. It's pretty cool. I don't really use it for this one. I'm going to turn it off. The widget, which is over here, you could turn that on or turn that off. Pretty sweet, right? And then you got system tray icons, pin menu. Don't have anything with a pin. Don't have a touch keyboard either, or virtual touchpad when it comes to this. So we're not going to worry about those options. Other system tray icons. This is like your OneDrive. You could hide. Update status. These are just some additional icons you could add into this here. So we're going to minimize that. Taskbar behaviors. All right, so check this out here. Taskbar alignment. It is currently centered. As you can see, all this stuff is centered. But if I wanted to, I can move it to the left. Kind of like in Windows 10. Everything's to the left. But I have got accustomed to... Hang on, I lost my stuff here. Oh my lord. Here we go. But I've gotten accustomed to the centered life of Windows 11. And so I'm enjoying it being in the center. It's different. I like it. You got different taskbar options here. You got automatically hide the taskbar, show badges, show flash the taskbar, and so forth. So different options you could go into to adjust and change your taskbar for this whole bar down here. So with that being said, that's all I got to show you when it comes to taskbar and task manager. We'll see you guys next time on AJ Tech. As always, stay safe and take care.